Boom shakalaka! Grayscale has been adding a lot of altcoins recently. In today's video, I'm going to take a look at all of the Grayscale altcoin trusts and take a look at which ones are the best potential buys. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, I'm going to take a look at the top Grayscale altcoin trusts and determine which ones are the best potential buys, because it's no surprise there's been somewhat of a Grayscale pump after listings recently of coins like Filecoin, Decentraland, Livepeer. All of these have pumped significantly after it was disclosed that they are new Grayscale altcoin trusts. So I'm going to take a look at all of the Grayscale investment products and determine which ones are the best remaining buys for you today. Now, in order to figure out which ones there are, you can just go to Grayscale's website, and under single asset, you can see here listed all of the altcoins they have trust for. We have Basic Attention Token, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Chainlink, Decentraland, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Filecoin, Horizon, Litecoin, Livepeer, Stellar Lumens, XRP, and Zcash. And before we get into this, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. So let's take a look at it. Well, the first one would be Basic Attention Token. Now, Basic Attention Token in Bitcoin Comparative, because I am going to be comparing all of these in Bitcoin Comparative, it has been kind of following this trend down. However, there is a bit of support down here, and it looks like what's forming right now is a little bit of cup, and if we have a handle formation there, that could potentially be a pretty bullish indicator. The price has already broken above this previous trend line, so if it finds support here at these two areas where it's been support right here and right here, well, potentially we could see the price heading upwards. So things are looking good for Basic Attention Token. Next one would be Bcash, and Bcash is just a clear degenerator. Stay away from it. I mean, the only way that it could be good for Bcash is if it breaks above this trend that it's been in for quite a while, but I don't foresee that happening for Bcash. Next one is Chainlink. Ever since about August of 2020, Chainlink has been on a downward trend, but in this box here, there is a lot of support for Chainlink. So if it finds support here and breaks above this trend, particularly if it ends up going above this dotted line, that could be huge for Chainlink. But if it breaks outwards of this trend, that could be a good indication for Chainlink to buy. Next one would be Mana. Now, Mana recently just had a pump after being listed on Grayscale. And as you can see here, it pumped, actually came back down to the 61.8 fib, and then went back up and came down to around a 78.6, and then right now is forming somewhat of an ascending wedge. Now, an ascending wedge, generally if that continues, that could be somewhat of a bearish trend, but we'll kind of have to see how this plays out because it's somewhat early. We'll have to see how far this one goes out. So just keep an eye. If it does end up going below this line, could be heading down a lot more significantly. Next one would be Ethereum. Ethereum actually is in a very nice upward trend, and the trend is your friend. Right now it's on the very bottom of that trend. Good time to buy into Ethereum because it's likely to head up to the upper bounds of that trend and then continue in that trend until it breaks out. So Ethereum's a good buy. How about ETH Classic? Well, ETH Classic has been pretty much on this downtrend. It actually rode the upper bound of the downtrend, and it's coming up to somewhat of a wedge right here by about July of 2021. So most likely, we will end up seeing a breakout somewhere around July, either going up or going down. And that could be a good indicator because if it ends up going above this downtrend, could be pretty good for ETH Classic. However, if it ends up going down, stay away. Next one's Filecoin, another one that had a really nice pump thanks to the Grayscale announcement. And pretty much since the announcement, the price has just been going straight up. Now, we do see a little bit of a pullback down to the 61.8. If we can find support here on the 61.8 and then head back up, that could be a very good indication of support. So it could continue on that pretty dramatic uptrend. However, I would keep an eye on it because if it does break below there, we would likely see it dropping quite a bit. Next one would be Horizon. Now, Horizon has another Grayscale trust, and for the most part, it was following this downtrend until it broke out of there in January. And actually what we have right here is a double bottom, okay, this W structure. If it breaks above this confirmation point, which it has done, okay? And then in about a third of them, they actually come back down to retest the confirmation point. I know that kind of looks like a dick and balls, but we'll just ignore that. Well, if it does break out of there, guess what? Price could be heading pretty high. So this is definitely one to keep an eye on. If it starts going back up, you may want to get in on this one. Next one is Litecoin, something that I have been very bullish on recently. This is one of my biggest trades. It's the next oscillator set to pump. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you could take a look at my videos on hot oscillators and degenerators. But this one is in a descending wedge, which generally is a bullish pattern, breaks out to the upside. When that'll happen, I don't know, but it's the next oscillator set to pump, so I'm betting big on that one. After that, we have LivePeer. LivePeer is another one that got a nice pump from the GREYSCALE announcement, and as you can see, it came, found support of the 50 fib, went up to 78.6, found support of the 61.8. We actually have a little bit of a wedge formation here, and oftentimes with these wedges, whoops, we don't want to do that. We'll just bring this around there. That's what we want. With these wedges, it can actually break out to the upside. So we might end up seeing LivePeer breaking up here. So this one could potentially look nice. We'll just need to keep an eye on it because it was just a very recent pump, and things in cryptocurrency that pump very recently, they may not continue to pump. So keep a close eye on that. Next one is Stellar Lumens, a little bit of an ascending megaphone or a bullish megaphone, just a little bit on the bottom side. So if you wanted to, this one could end up going back and forth, kind of, but it's for the most part kind of sideways, not too interesting. XRP, stay away from. My goodness, this one just has been not doing anything. Basically, it was following this descending pattern, and then it kind of broke through all support. Basically, where it is right now is about 800 some sats. If actually almost 1,000 sats right now. But the next support level isn't until we get down to about 100 sats. So I would stay away from that until you actually see it break out of this downtrend. Things aren't looking too great for XRP. Last one would be Zcash. Now, Zcash has been going in this downward trend, and until it breaks out of there, not really anything to write home about. So we took a look at all of the GREYSCALE trusts today. Out of all of them, all right, the ones that I say look the best on technical analysis, or at least my technical analysis, would be Basic Attention Token, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Horizon. So again, here's why. Basic Attention Token, we have this cup and handle. It's broken above this downtrend. If it can actually find support here and then break up, we have very good things for Basic Attention Token. Next one would be Ethereum. Ethereum clearly in a bullish trend. The trend is your friend, and it's on the bottom side of that, so that's a great spot to buy in. Litecoin, Litecoin, you can't say anything else. There's only a handful of oscillators. Litecoin is one of them. Dogecoin was the last one that pumped 85x'd. Litecoin is probably the next one, and it's in a really nice pattern here, this descending wedge, very bullish pattern. And then last one would be Horizon. So Horizon here, we have the little dick and balls pattern, and that could be very good for Horizon. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy that, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll catch you later. Peace.